got ourselves team 1 together with my man Blind. This guy, is he blind? He's like half blind. He's got, yeah, he's kind of see. I love the shadow pan mog, by the way. It looks so good, man. Exotics over here are looking pretty exotic. Got exotic mounts too on top of it. Tiger King over here. Fury Bean as a Valpera warrior. We got a Spell Steelhead Chicago, and then a Hands with Shaman versus buff arms more over on the team 1. I like this version of the set, like the red and even the turquoise with the chest piece and the belt. Wait, that actually fits so well. The color scheme. Kobe on the team. We got us Modder in the back. Mel, as well as Varka. Immediately feared down by Fury Bean. Trying to see if he can get himself a Shield of Vengeance. If he can just ramp up. Fury Bean unleashing the carnage. Shield of Vengeance up Varka. Should be able to be just fine. Unless Fury Bean got a defensive. Actually could just die to the Shield of Vengeance. Almost there. Into a trick. And Varka just trying to see if he can take it down. Fury Bean playing the defensive play. Trying to go for a bit of healing. And the man, I think it's just done. Yeah. The time to kill compared to beta, boys. You don't have the big old hammer that you do as Paladin over in the beta, but man, the warrior healing is so much different on retail compared to beta. With the rogue going in for sap, shadow blades immediately. Pally actually has everything, bubble bop and everything available. Trinket not available anymore, so actually might be looking at potential. Oh yeah, Varka. Varka's regular here. Yeah, Blind, Trinket out of the rogue. Varka trying to see if he can delay the bubble. Doesn't abuse it. Evasion up for the rogue. As he's trying to see if he can maybe send them with a wake of ashes behind the pillar. The rogue should have plenty of mobility to be able to escape the guy. No blessing of protection, so unless the rogue makes a mistake, he could go in. He doesn't have the shadow blades to back up his burst. But if he goes in quick, with a full stun lock and everything, kidney shot, proper kidney, immediate wall out of Varka, trying to see, well, no wall. No wall. Shield of Vengeance is back up though. With it being a minute CD, he does get it back up a little bit quicker. Got himself a Hand of Freedom. Look at it back up out of there. Trying to get the damage onto Blind as best as possible. Shot us up out of the rogue as he goes in for yet another advantage. Getting cooldowns back a little quicker. Varka with Blessing of Protection. Definitely gonna proc it if you put any pressure onto the Pally. Trying to go for big secret technique. Big bite bop. Oh! Last second bop. Hold on. If you have any shadow damage, hold on. If you did not use the Gormo's bite, that is shadow damage. That would have went through. Hold on, Gorma's bite would have actually been full shadow damage. If you held that back, it's over. The rogue does it up, ripping the cooldowns out of the Paladin systematically, piece by piece, until it's got nothing left. Kavi immediately with a shroud ready to go, almost catching the rogue. That was a knockback as well as a root, but the rogue sneaking around and sapping away every one of those charges of shroud like a hammer on some bells. Ding dong, you're done with a cheap shot opener. As Kavi trying to give himself some sort of ability. Quick stun onto Blind. Does he have a big go right now? He's trying to see if he can make a play. Cloak shot is immediately for the fire breath. Blind just trying to see if he can back up out of that. Kobe, if he's fast enough, you might be able to catch him with a beam. And Blind just looking to get away. Does get caught by Disintegrate. Once you get the slowed, that's huge. But the shroud is no longer there. No more Trinket. Used one charge of these walls. Trying to see if he can catch up a little bit of healing. Still got Mastery. Looking to catch the rogue out in the open. Trinket's after with the Disintegrate. Does get cheap shotted with an interrupt though. Still should have plenty of damage. Cheap shots locking him down though. Has wall, so at least he can't get interrupted anymore. And that's a bit of damage on the Blind. If you can somehow find a way back over to the rogue, or at least keep the rogue out in the open one way or another, I think he might be okay. Trying to go for a knockup as the rogue was actually right around the pillar. Almost got out in the open. Almost got hit by that tail. But not quite. Goes in for a sap or two. Back it up out. Does not have dance. He does have advantage though. Trying to get kind of aggressive here. Fire breath onto the rogue with a kidney shot to follow. Does he have the damage to follow up? Dance is available. Kobe, the question is, does he have any survivability? Got himself a bit of a heal. He needs to still stabilize his health. He's still not out in the open. Big breath. And there goes the shroud. At the very least, he's got himself a bit of a defensive, so those saps, you can't really stop him. Got himself at least an opportunity to heal up as much as possible. Dude, if only this was beta. I feel like this entire duel I'm just going to be talking about, man, if this was beta. Because if this was beta, he'd be able to turn with a deep breath. He'd be able to capture the rogue. It's such a good ability. Almost catches him with a root, though. Does knock him out in the open. If you're fast enough, you might be able to catch him. You still got shroud for a good bit. Rogue is kind of out in the open, but you now cannot really root him. And he's gonna go maybe for a sap, maybe one or two. The rogue got himself a bit of a reset behind the pillar. Kobe thinking about picking up the eyes. Honestly, may not be a bad idea. Thinking about it, looking for it. The rogue, trying to see if he can double back. Does get in combat with the rogue pretty early on with a kidney shot. Does have a wall. Does not get a pre-wall. This gouger kidney shot though. So this allows the rogue a proper go. Covey does have a wall. Maybe it's enough to survive into a bit of a Warlock Hellstone. Got him some full burst at the ready with the Renewal Blaze, but Blind does not want to take any damage from this. He's going to back up out of here. He's going to try to go for a kick. Does not connect with a Deep Breath by Covey. The Rogue with a Cloak of Shadows, there's nothing you can do. And I think it's going to be just lights out unless the Evoker can back away. He got heals, sort of, kind of. 22% dampening, not making it easy. Kick, oh, there goes the damage. At least got a Fire Breath on the guy. At least got some kind of damage over time. Maybe for Madara, this could be an opportunity. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. At least Blind is not attacking you directly, right? At least there's that is happening. At least he's giving you a proper chance here to, like, make it come back. No, yeah, he's completely gone. Yeah, Buff Arms just might have to go next, man. Yeah, somebody else might just have to go in front of Madara, and he might just have to go like next afterwards. Unless he goes back. Yeah. Oh wait. What? Maybe. I'm just waiting. He's being patient. I appreciate it much for being patient. The Rogue, the dismantling is always been by bit, man. My goodness. Shadow Strike? No. There it is. Hit out how I wouldn't walk into performing beta. They're pretty strong, actually. Oh, great C-Mark. It is the boy, dude. It is the boy. No! Hold on a second. No, no, no. He's stunned. He can't even defend himself. Now he's back. Hold on a moment. Or at least the Rogue is giving him a chance. He's giving him opportunity. Hold on, Madara. You got beat up a little bit, but it's okay. You got more than enough health. He pulled back a bit. He pulled back. Warlock got lost. All good, all good, all good. All good, all good. All right, at least he's giving you a proper shot, dude. At least he's being a gentleman about it. That's what I like to see, man. A gentlemanly duel with this Rogue trying to see if he can go all in. He got Madara, Mel, as well as Buff Arms to get through. And dampening is actually getting higher, and it's going to be an advantage towards the Rogue. It's going to be Axtal's dodge, I think it was. Looks like it was a dodge, so Axtal's immediate trinket, interrupt on the pet summon. Madara getting cleaved right through his dark pack. Got him some wall. Guess it is to him. Blind actually gonna back up out of there. With a vanish, come back in with a Shadow Strike. Might have enough damage here. Maybe another killer shot that's gonna be a stun by the other pet, but he actually rounds the bend on that stun, is able to avoid Madara. At least he can push of his damage. Shadow Fear around the corner for Madara. If he could just get more pets around the corner, that might be enough. He does not let his adaptation. What, even Brock in a kidney? Is that what I'm seeing here? I guess adaptation is absolutely useless now, because that's a kidney shot. Normally they'll proc it, but I guess it doesn't anymore. It's like right out of that range. All right, so Madara is actually kind of screwed unless he gets hit with a blind. That's the only thing that's even going to proc for him. Trying to at least ramp up his pets. That's going to be another Axel's dodged. Is that what I saw, or DR'd? I'm not even sure, but I think it's just over. Yeah, the guy, he tried. The pets are trying to make some kind of a play, but yeah. But what can he do? Buff Arms trying to see if he can leap and stun onto the Rogue with a Warbreaker immediately. He's got to find a way to lock the Rogue down, trying to at least blaze someone on top of him. The Rogue looking for a bit of a self-heal disarm to Buff Arms. Guess he needs to build up a couple of calm points. Bleed to follow, unless he had a cloak. Maybe still live. Hold on. If you stay away, pick up a reset, give yourself a sip cup or two. Maybe trying to see if he can avoid him 5 seconds on the vanish. Maybe he can somehow come back. No, it's so close. Actually pretty close. Not a single CC worked. I know he dodged one of your, what is it, the axe tosses. I think he might have cloak dodged the other one though. Chicago second to last, and actually, yeah, the mage is Gonski. Unfortunately, it's going to be Chicago versus Buff Arms and Mel, I guess, as well as exotics in the back too. Nice honor duel. I mean, as much of an honor duel as it could be. I'd rather have a proper honor duel than no duel at all, you know what I mean? You know what? I appreciate an honor duel. I appreciate the Rogue at least backing up out, because then it's like, okay, at least it's more or less like a fair duel, right? Win or lose, do or die. At that point, at least he gave the man a proper try. No honor duel? What do you mean? I mean, versus the Rogue? Oh, the Warrior? Yeah. Yeah, he didn't give the Rogue an honor duel, did he? When the Rogue gave the Warlock an honor duel. Yeah, I guess when you put it like that, that is a little bit unfair. Is it just me, or is the game lagging super badly? Like, it's almost as like it's beta. It feels like Lasso out of Chicago, just trying to see if he can back away from Buff while he's got a parry up and running. Knocking the Warrior back does get him rooted. And unless the guy can stabilize, he might be in a bit of trouble. Second one needs to come back in. But if you get hit by a Flame Shock, that's going to be a quite a bit of trouble. Chicago trying to see if he can yoink him, does not get to grip the guy at all. Buff Arm's running in place, so running around Chicago. Chicago with a full defensive with Guardian, as well as Walls. Buff is going to be behind the pillar, catching up a little bit of healing off of the Raptor Sphere on all of the pets, as he's trying to see if he can maybe recover and reposition. Stun on Chicago, does have a trick for this one. It's going to be a knockback immediately onto the Warrior. Chicago looking to catch up a little bit of health. Doesn't have much to work with unless you got a burrow or a big heal. Knock back at the guy for a second. One execute and just chopping him down with exotics. Last one. Would have had a mage too, but maybe does he see? I'm not even sure. Semi-honor duel? I guess so, yeah. Semi-honor duel. Exotics, if anything, definitely wants to give the guy an honor duel. Look at that. Nice little bow and everything. Waiting it out. Is that one of the new Pandaria mounts? I don't remember which one was the original Pandaria mount. Was it the yellow? Like the silver disc and like yellow lights on it, or yellow circles? Because that one's the blue one, right? I need to double check on that one. 600 ms. Yeah, I can feel. I can tell, dude. I can tell, but still slamming. Exotics trying to see if you can pop a defensive here. Charge him into a disarm by the Warrior. Exotics got himself a bit of defense. Feign death for a second. Got himself the what is it? Survival. What is it? Fortification of the Bear. His own rally. Honestly, I should just call it a rally. I should just start calling it a rally. This is just going to be a chopper at the very end. This man out here popping in, chopping him up. Honestly, I wonder how the duel would have went if you gave the Rogue on a duel. But then again, you're playing to really, really high dampening.